I don't know how many years, what's 14, 15, whatever it is. Every year we seem to ask you about preseason injuries. If there's one thing you've got experience in, it's dealing with preseason injuries.
It's amazing. I think we have 4 or 5 out right now for first day of practice. Not even, I'd just like to go into a season practice, let alone get into the games if everybody healthy, but just get into practice. But, we've had to deal with it in the past, and we'll deal with it again this year.
How do you get Tiny's back, and what do you do? How much does that put you behind, and how do you plan around that?
Well, it's tough now. Where do you find all your points right now? You're counting on at least 20 points from her every game around there, so now you have to find those points. It'll be tough. Other people are going to have to step up. We have, like I said, some other returners that are not practicing right now. Won't be back till later, and so you're going to have to play a lot of young kids, some of these freshmen, which don't have any idea, especially on defense, what's going on. So we're going to look bad in the beginning, and we'll continue to get better. But, it is what it is. You got to go with who you have here, and even though they haven't played here before, you're going to have to use them now because of the injuries.
Will you alter how you go about games until you get her back? Will you manage games more, or will you just play and try to...
We'll just try to play because I don't want to change the whole system. And then when hopefully we get these players back, and then we have to change it back. So it's better to teach the young players, what we're going to do when we get everybody back, and they'll just have to fill the void until that happens.
But Shania was kind of thrown into the point guard position last year because of injuries, and she ends up doing a pretty good job, and she's solidified there now. I'm guessing, and behind her, she depth-wise. It seemed like.
Well, we have Ashley Jones, a freshman. That's a true point guard, and because of injuries, we'll probably have to slide Shania down to the 2 sometimes, and a freshman at point guard, which is scary.
Right.
But we're going to have to do it at times because we're very limited on the perimeter right now because of injuries.
How much of an improvement do you need to see from Christina this year?
Well, we need her to step up. We need Tiana. All of them's just going to have to step up now. Shania, all our returners, because last year we relied on some other people to do a lot of the scoring. This year they're going to have to step up, especially until we get people back. And Christina's going to be playing a major role. Tiana is. Shania, Katrina Pardee is another one that needs they all need to step their game up and carry this team until we get everybody back.
Tiana could be like a 3, 4, and a 5.
Poor Tiana, God love her. She's played everything but point guard for me, and it's going to happen again this year. Our transfer from Ohio State, not only do we have all the injuries, she's not eligible till January, so she's sitting out also. So that makes 5, and Tiana's going to have to play some 5. To be honest with you, she'll have to play some 4, and she'll play some 3 because of the limited amount of players we have. So, Tiana has done that for us since she's been here, and just has done a great job. And God love her, really, because that's hard to play all these different positions, be effective. But she's willing to do it for the team.
Is it encouraging to know that the team is going to look different a couple months from now than it does right now?
Oh, I'm sure during the games that'll be encouraging. As I sit there and watch some of this, in practices and stuff, our defense is not that easy. And the young players, as all young players, struggle. But now these young players are going to be thrown into the fire. So it's going to be frustrating, not only for me and the coaching staff, but for the veteran players, because it's just going to be a learning process that they have to get, and they'll get it, but it's going to take time.
Flip it around though, you're going to get some kids opportunities.
Absolutely. And when the other players come back, and our bench will be a lot stronger than what it would have been probably. So it's good and bad, and we'll deal with it. We'll be all right. That's no excuse. We're going to go out and try to win every game and expect to win every game. So we'll go out and be very competitive and try to win basketball games.
Is it concern, though, that these kids that are out, keeping them in basketball shape and getting them the way you need them so you can get them back as quickly as possible? I heard Tynese is boxing. I don't.
Yeah, she's doing it differently. You know, you just tried Tynese. She probably does need to hit something. She's so frustrated, you know, and I don't blame her. But I might be into boxing by January. I mean, you might see video of both of us boxing, to be honest with you. But yeah, they are. Whatever we can do, you know, our trainers do a great job and the doctors do a great job. Whatever they're allowed to do, we'll do just to keep them occupied and try to not get them completely out of shape. That way, then that's a process if they're completely out of shape.
She's an elite player. She's one of the elite players in college basketball. You haven't had many of those.
Yeah.
And is that a little frustrating though to have to deal with this with her when you've got a player like?
You know what? It's not. No, to me, it's about her. I mean, I feel sorry for her. I feel it because she was so excited coming into this year and all that, and was so excited about trying out for USA basketball, and so for that to happen, I just feel bad for her. But she'll be back. You know, she's a strong person. She'll work hard. She'll get back. So, you know, I just continue to encourage her and keep her spirits up because she gets down, especially when practice started. Man, she was hitting that boxing that bag hard when practice started because she's a little frustrated, but she'll be fine.
She kind of said December. I'm wondering if you guys are on the same.
Well,
I imagine she wants to get back as soon as possible.
Well, she does, but we'll see. I mean, it's up to the doctors. It's out of our hands. It's up to the doctors. But you know, we are not going to put her back on the floor early. I won't do that. I mean, because she's got a great career ahead of her, even past college, in my opinion. So we are not going to do anything to you know, delay that or put her out there too early. She'll be fighting me. She'll run out. I mean, even if the doctors release, sometimes I don't release because I just don't feel until I feel comfortable. Even if the doctor releases, she's not going to be on the floor.
Athletically, where does this group as a whole stack?
I'll tell you what, this is probably the most athletic team we've had overall. Yeah, we have some great athletes, and we just have, you know, even our freshmen are pretty good athletes, and so I like where we're at that way, and we're excited about the season. I mean, I'm excited to see what these young players can do. You throw them into the fire. You know, you recruit players and you say, hey, we're going to throw you right in, but you really mean that? This time I mean it. You know what I mean? We are going to throw you right into it. So, you know, that's why they come here, to play. And hopefully we'll come out and be very successful.
What can you do with having athletes that maybe you weren't able to do in the past?
Well, I've been saying for 3 years I want to extend, but I don't know how you extend when you got 5 players not playing. So we're in that situation again. I mean, I thought coming into this year, man, we can just start extending, doing some different things full court. Right now, we can't even practice it because we don't have the numbers.
What about a rim protector? You had that last year.
Yeah, that's another concern, especially until Teresa and you know that. You know, if you look at us on paper, we have everybody back really, but our center, and because of everything that went down here right now, we don't have all that. But we have to get a rim protector because of the way we play defense, and that's going to be important. Or we got to rotate very well and take some charges and get to the ball.
What do you see in Teresa? Like, you know, what will she be able to bring in the second semester?
She gives us size.
Yeah.
I think she plays hard. She gives us size and plays extremely hard. So, you know, with the size and playing extremely hard, she'll continue to get better. She'll just continue to get better. You'll see her game continue to get better and better and better as it goes on.
I'm just trying to get I'm assuming Tynese obviously is out. Teresa is transferred. McCune, is she?
She hasn't been released yet. We don't know her timetable. Ania Staples,
Okay.
still out.
That's from last year too.
Yeah. Don't know her timetable. Andrew Martin is out. I don't know. Give me the roster. That'd be easier. I can tell you who's in. Be easier.
I was just saying, Sabetic report out of scouting.
Yeah. I call it. Sam is our trainer. We call it Sam's Club. We want to get him out of Sam's Club. So that's where we're at right now.
But you have challenges every year.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's part of it, and we know that. We just, you know, and again, I was just saying, man, I'd like to go in 1 year and have the whole team see, just so we could practice them and see what we could add to everything. But, hopefully we'll have it next year. We'll see. But we expect a great year this year. We have great players and no excuses. That's my job to get these young players ready and go out and play games.
What do you want to see accomplished in the next couple of weeks before we start?
Very important. We're doing a lot of, just terminology and breakdown drills and that type of stuff. First day, I really didn't go up and down much because we got to do so much coaching and instruction right now. A couple of the veterans come up and said, "Coach, that's the easiest first practice we ever had." So yesterday, I made sure we went up and down a lot. They come up and said, "Well, we're even 1-1 because you got us today." So, we're going to change up, but we got to do a lot of coaching instruction right now because, we just have so many new players right now.